Well, Sylvester Stallone has recut his famous film Rocky 4, and he obviously feels like it needed a bit of a change. So if he feels like he can change, and this movie can change, any movie can change! What is up everyone, Movie Worm back again with another review, and it's going to be for the 2021 director's cut of Rocky 4, Rocky vs Drago, and this is directed by Sylvester Stallone and stars Sylvester Stallone, Carl Weathers and Dolph Lungdren. Now this tells the story of Rocky Balboa, who after regaining his heavyweight title faces up against a man mountain named Ivan Drago. Now I'm probably going to talk spoilers here guys, just to let you know, because this film was made in 1985 and most of you are probably here anyway to see what my thoughts on this version are over that one. So there's a little bit of a heads up. Now I'm a big fan of the Rocky franchise. Part 1 is probably the best overall as a movie and probably one of the best dramas ever made, to be honest. But Part 3 and Part 4 were my go-to Rocky films. They're the ones I used to rewatch back in the day on VHS. And when I talk to a lot of people, the general consensus is that they seem to have the most fun with Rocky 4, and that's the one that they always talk about. Oh, that guy, the one with the Russian, that's the one they seem to know the most. Part 3 was my most rewatched out the franchise, but I have a lot of love for Rocky 4 as well. So let's get into it. Now, it was only natural for Stallone to pick Rocky 4 out the whole series to have a director's cut of, because like I said, it's a bit of a fan favourite, but it's also a very flawed movie, I feel. As fun as it is to watch, there are problems with it, and it feels very different to the rest of the franchise. Now, Stallone has even come out himself and said this, because there's a lot of montages going on every 10 minutes there. There's a lot of goofy 80s stuff, thrown in, like Paulie's Robot, for example. So I think it was definitely the correct decision to go with Rocky 4 and give it a director's cut out of the whole franchise. Now, when the pandemic hit, Stallone's other projects got delayed, and he said he needed something else to work on. And he's seen this perfect opportunity to give Rocky 4 the director's cut that he thinks it deserved. And I just want to take my hat off to this guy, because he just doesn't stop, does he? I mean, Rambo 5, Rocky 6, Creed 2, a third one coming as well, and now this. I mean, he just keeps on giving to us film fans, and he actually thought it was only going to take him 3 weeks to do this, and he said 9 months later, he was still working on it.
9 months, man. You didn't know whether to laugh or cry.
First thing I noticed going into this was the tonal shift. Conversations between characters just seem to have a lot more emotion, and you feel even more attached to these characters that you already love, and it just gives you a more understanding of them in a personal level. For example, Apollo going up against Drago feels like it has more to do with his character. There's a better build up to the fight, and it dives a bit deeper into why Apollo can't let go of his past. The friendship between Rocky and Apollo also feels way more genuine here too. I mean, it kind of did in a way, but here, them extra few minutes they get on screen together just makes up a hell of a lot of ground. And also, like I mentioned, Paulie's Robot is now gone, so all that cheesiness from the 80s isn't there no more, and it feels much more like a serious film. The fight scenes here as well are where I think this movie shines the most. You can tell Stallone has very carefully constructed these to make them 10 times better, especially the Apollo fight. Now, it seems way more dangerous this time around. You really do see Apollo in a way more dangerous situation than you ever imagined. It stamps viewer dread all over it. I mean, I knew what was going to happen, but I was watching it going, man, I feel bad for this guy. The Rocky and Drago fight is also very well constructed. I mean, like I said, it's just way better this time around. The fight scenes are perfect, in my opinion. But like I said, the Apollo fight is the one where it adds so much more to the movie, because you get a more of an understanding of why Rocky needs to avenge his friend, especially with the few extra minutes they get here, and you just totally get what Rocky's going for, why he needs to go and fight this Drago character, and it just worked wonders for the film. By the way, if you are a fan of them montages and them songs in the theatrical cut, fear not, because they're still here, especially No Easy Way Out, which needed to be included, I feel. They needed that cool-ass moment in there. but they don't feel like they pop up every few minutes. They are stretched out and come at the right moments. So all that 80s pop video vibe is gone. However, I do wish more was given to the character of Ivan Drago here, because I've always felt this way about Rocky IV, that he is a weak villain. Now, maybe Stallone was going for this and he just wants him to be this machine that is built to beat the shit out of people and nothing more. But at the end of the day, he's still a human. Remember that quote towards the end there? He's not a machine, he's a man. That's what he is, and we see more of his character in Creed 2, of course. But I just feel like this is a missed opportunity. I mean, Tommy Gunn, Apollo Creed and Clubber Lang are all better than him. They have more personality. I mean, I think that's why I watch Rocky 3 more, because I just used to love Clubber Lang. But here, it's just the same old Ivan Drago. He's given a few more seconds of screen time, but it doesn't really make up for it. Now, Stallone has also noticeably just put different takes and different angles of scenes in there, which was kind of lame on the odd occasion, because you feel like they got it right the first time, so why are you putting a different take in there to make it feel worse, if you like? I mean, there's not that much difference, but as a die-hard fan, you can definitely notice. Overall though, this film is still a great time. As a fan of the Rocky IV who knows it word for word, it was just really exciting and great to see all this new footage. I do feel like over time this is going to be the version I prefer. I'm not going to say that right now because Rocky IV is such a beloved movie to me, but this is better constructed all round, in all honesty, and it feels like much more of a professional film that fits very well into the franchise, instead of being the odd strange cousin that everyone loves but isn't normal like the rest of us. Rocky IV has always been a breeze to get to, but this one will require a little bit more attention, but the fun factor is still definitely there. I'm just going to go ahead and rate this movie now. I'm going to give Rocky IV Director's Cut an 8 out of 10. This is such a nice surprise for Rocky fans that came out of nowhere, really. Okay, at the end of these reviews, I always like to leave a little fun fact. Now, a fun fact for Rocky IV Director's Cut, well, actually, it's just the Rocky IV fun fact in general, because I couldn't find any about the Director's Cut. The only one I knew was the one I told you, where it took 9 months. Anyway, Tony Barton can be seen in this movie playing chess with a Russian opponent, but in real life, he is an established chess player, and he actually beat mastermind of chess, Stanley Kubrick, on the set of The Shining in 1980. Okay guys, I hope you all enjoyed this review. Please consider subscribing to this channel. We've got a lot more reviews coming, lots more videos, and to be honest, I really want to review the whole Rocky franchise one day and rank them all from worst to best. So let's hope I can get that done soon. Take it all easy guys. I'll see you all in the next video.